All right, thought I'd show you another project we got working on. What you're looking at is a 72 International Harvester Scout 2. And I've had this for several years. Started stripping it down, got it stripped down almost to the point where I can take the tub off the frame. We're in the process right now of building these braces here. So we've built two of these, which will go on the doors. Last one we got to build goes between this bulkhead here where the bulkhead used to be. And we've got one on the back here. We're gonna, once we get that finished, we're bolt those in there and lift it up, get it off the chassis, and then we'll start working on the chassis. This will get mounted in this rotisserie we've got here. I've had that for a couple of years. I need to throw a coat of paint on it, put it in there so we can rotate it up and work on the bottom side. The tub's in fairly good shape. Got some rust in here that we'll probably patch up with or cover with Pour 15 or something similar. A little bit of that front up there, that front pan on the floor, we'll probably have to replace. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, but these rear quarter panels are in really bad shape. It rusted out down here, and they literally just put a piece of metal over the top of it. Looks like they did a paint job on it. I don't know if it's shaker can or brushed on. These are all rusted out here, which is typical for a Scout. They did similar, the same thing down here. The other side, there you can kind of see the original color of the paint there. Now on the other side, this is how bad the bodywork is on this. I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually a flannel shirt that they stuffed in for backing for the body putty. Then if you notice on this cab corner, or the corner here, you can't even see the line there. Light's not very good here, but they just covered up that seam with body putty. It disappears here, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this corner here. And then you can see the line through here is really bad. And then it's got some really bad rust there. Well, I've been collecting parts for a long time. And we're getting to the point where I'm going to go ahead and start building. I have got complete new rear quarter panels for this. I've got some donor vehicle and a bunch of other parts. The other thing about this tub is it's actually a right-hand drive, but we're going to convert it back to left-hand drive. Manual steering here on the right-hand side. I've got power steering gear that will go over there. We use the parts, some of the hub parts off of this, but I got a complete front and rear axle that we're going to put back in here from another Scout. Once I get the tub off, we'll put it on a rotisserie, flip it up, and do the work on the bottom side. Then I'll probably take the rear quarter panels off and replace them after we get the tub back on the frame, just so I can line it up. I got a rough country 2.5 inch lift kit that will go on there. I've got some Fender flares that will go on it. Trying to think what else. We've got both hydraulic lift for the hood and for the tailgate. Up here I've got the interior pieces. This was a pretty basic Scout. Had no, like on the top it didn't have any interior pieces, so I've got those, and we'll repaint those and put carpet in it. I'm going to play around with my electronics background. I'm going to go ahead and build a computer for it, a car computer for it using a Raspberry Pi. Let me see. We'll walk over to the other side over here. It has a 304 in it. Air Nationals 304s, which there's the top for it, which is in pretty good shape, no rust. And then the 304 is back there on the engine stand. I'm hoping I don't have to rebuild that. We'll do a cylinder leak down test on it and a few other things and check and see if I can get away without doing a complete rebuild on it. I do have a fuel injection kit for it, so we're going to try to convert it over to fuel injection and add air conditioning to it. Let me see. What else can I show you here real quick? Back in here, we have some parts. There's a left-hand drive dashboard that we're going to put back into it. Those are some of the left-hand side parts for that. There's the original right hand there. There's the rough country springs, steering wheel, a bunch of the miscellaneous stuff we took off of it when we disassembled it. There's the original bench seat. I do have a, in the donor scout, I've got a set of bucket seats with a center console and a rear seat, so we'll be putting that in there and recovering that. Let me see. There's the dash pad from the top. I think I've got another one of those. So that's what we're gonna do over the next few months. Try to get this thing back on the road, make it kind of a semi-daily driver.